Humble Narcissist Podcast, episode 5.
I was getting ready to say episode 3.
No, we're already up to 5, Dylan. We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Look at us roll. We just went to go see Evie Oddly's Strange Love Tour.
Yeah, that was a good one, even though the building
really
looked
good.
like it was going to cave in.
Oh my god, it looked like the fall of the House of Usher. I was waiting for like the sprinklers to come on and all of us start dying.
Acid on us.
Yeah. When I went to the bathroom, I saw like a little hidey hole, like a hole in the wall. I was like, that's where I'm going. I'm like, everybody else can bolt to get out. I'm running to that fucking hole.
Hey, I'm just glad we weren't sitting in those seats because those fat people just fell.
Oh my god, they just kept falling backwards because they were fold-up chairs.
And it's not even just the fat people, it's everyone. Those chairs sucked.
There was an old lady sitting in front of us, and I was waiting for her to fall.
Oh. You're like a little turtle.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yes, that'd be the Life Alert commercial.
Oh god. I hope that when I'm old that I am famous enough that I can do the Life Alert commercial, because that's a dream.
Oh, when I get older, I'm going to wheel myself out into the woods and die.
Well, that's cool. You do what you gotta do. I'd like to die in my sleep if at all possible. Though I remember when we were younger, you used to say that your dream way of dying was getting drugged by a train and then buried in some stranger's yard.
At least it'd be quick.
Would it, though?
The train? Depending on how it hits you, I guess.
I was gonna say, if you get stuck under it and you get fucking dragged, I don't see that being quick.
I wouldn't be dragged for long.
I know.
Pretty big.
I was gonna say the train would like come to a complete stop.
Yep.
And be like, eh!
I just walked away.
Like the blob from X-Men.
Yeah.
The show, I like that he did that number about how Evie's dad is pretty effing rad. I thought that was pretty funny. I was shocked that my sister Amanda had such a good time.
I know. I think, yeah.
But I am sorry that everybody was making you feel poor.
It's okay.
I actually have a gift for you today because I gave a bag away to somebody else instead of you. I'm going to give you one of our bags from Night of the Living Drag.
No, thank you.
Too bad. It's yours now. It's downstairs waiting for you. I'll even give you a poster if you want, poor person.
Oh my god.
My god, though. It was a lot of fun.
It was.
We went out to eat before. It was my friend Vicky and Corey and I, and the restaurant took 30 minutes to get our drink order because we went there 2 hours before thinking that's plenty of time. 30 minutes to get our drink and then 30 minutes to get our food.
You wonder why we go to the other Mexican restaurant.
I know, but it's so freaking good.
The food is good. It's just...
It was worth the wait. It was just I was on a time crunch.
Yeah.
If I wasn't on a time crunch, I would have sat there all damn day.
Right.
Because they also got good chips and salsa. And it was weird because when we did the meet and greet, there were those two people that were separating us and my sister Amanda. And she was like, I'm not coming up there. And it's like, we're all together.
I know.
Like,
she didn't want to cut him. She's being polite.
But like, she's with us.
I know this.
And everybody's going to get a picture anyway. So, like, just be like, oh, I'm really sorry. I'm with those 4 people.
Exactly.
But it was a lot of fun, though. But
it wasn't what I was expecting. But honestly, I didn't really know what I was expecting. If that makes sense.
It makes kind of a little bit of a sense. How was dinner with your grandma yesterday?
That wasn't bad. We did soup.
Ooh. So people make fun of me because I love soup. Mm-hmm. Like I will go to a restaurant just if the soup is good. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I love Pancake House so much, is because their chicken and rice soup is the best. It went through a little bit where like it was bad, but then it got good again. So now I want to go back.
I don't usually do a lot of soup.
What soup did she make?
It was a chicken and spinach and tortellini, like a creamy soup. It was good. It had bacon in it, so your husband would die.
He would die, but I could eat it.
Okay.
But
my mom made sure that there was no bacon in any of the snacks for her party.
That he can't even go to? Is she mad?
No.
I would be mad if I made sure that everything was edible by somebody and then that asshole canceled and was like, no, I can't go.
So was he already scheduled, or?
He was already scheduled. Okay. And then I just kept saying, it's the 9th, because you just kept telling me that her party was the 9th. And so I told him, I was like, are you off? And he's like, I work. And I was like, damn it. So I'm going to try to make my mom be my date. Yesterday, I went to Jenny's house because she just got 3 little kittens. And they're so freaking cute.
They're the ones that survived.
Yes, they're the ones that survived in my mother's house. But like, they're 2 of them are real fluffy and adorable, and thankfully they like people because they just keep coming up to you. But I was gonna stop and get something to eat on my way home, but she was like, "Oh well, I'm already cooking." So I decided to eat these tacos with her and her kids. Taco Tuesday, woot! And as soon as I get my plate together and I'm sitting there putting the hot sauce on it, my freaking jacket snags the plate and throws it all down my leg and then all over her floor. And so all that's left is like half of one taco and like a tiny little portion of rice. So I was pissed.
That sucks.
I looked like an idiot. I had a huge wet spot down my leg, and then I had
You just beat yourself.
I did not, Dylan. I'm not that old yet. But then Jenny was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's fine." And it was one of those moments where after I left, I wanted to cry and go eat my feelings.
Yeah.
Because I was like...
Did you go to Taco Bell?
I wanted to, but no, I was good. I came home and I ate a lean cuisine because I'm on a diet. It was delicious. But we were sitting there and I came home and she texted me, so we're going to go over there tonight for dinner as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so she's making sure that, just like your mother, that there's no pork in the mostaccioli.
Well, that's good.
She doesn't want to kill Corey, which it cracks me up because his family, and I love them to death, but they're always talking about how you used to eat pork all the time when you were a kid.
Out to get him.
He's like, no, I couldn't eat it even as a kid, but they are convinced he ate it as a child. And let me tell you, I've ruined a anniversary dinner by making him eat something that had bacon wrapped in it, but I ate the bacon, but the grease got him. And
yeah, it's cooked bacon, you dumbass.
Well, I'm not the smartest, and I wanted him to try it. So to appease me, he ate it, and then for the rest of the night, he was in the bathroom throwing up.
Yep, sounds about
And all I wanted to do was just poke my head up and be like, "Hey, honey, do you mind shutting the door so I don't have to hear that so I can sleep?" But no, so we're going to go over there tonight. It was Connor, my nephew's birthday recently, which that was nice. We went to Applebee's and I haven't been there in forever. And apparently I made my niece cry.
Which one?
Morgan.
Why?
Because I tried to have a conversation with her, and I guess that upset her. And so
You're an asshole.
when I found out, though, I was like replaying it in my head. I was like, did I say something terrible to this child?
What did you say?
Nothing. I was just like, "How are you doing?" And she just stared. I was like, "Are you doing anything fun? Like, what's going on?" Just stared. And I go, "You know you can talk to me, right?" Stared. And I was like, "Okay."
She just doesn't like you.
That's what I think. I said, if you don't want to talk to me, you could at least smile or something.
Be
And
polite, say, "No, thank you."
right. Just be like, "No, I don't want to talk to you." And I'll respect
What you're
it.
supposed to do to the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Right. You shut the door. You say, "No, thanks."
Have a good day.
Go save someone else down the street.
I have to go hang pictures on my mom's wall after this.
Well, hanging pictures is better than like hanging yourself.
True. I'd break the rope.
Dude, that would be really disheartening, though. Like, you finally do it, and then it just snaps, and you're fine. God, you might have to go to taking a bath with a toaster at that point.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, so I made her cry. That made me feel like a really good uncle.
Mm-hmm. As it should.
I just don't understand. Why do these kids not even want to talk?
I mean, you gave Connor a stutter.
I did not give Connor a stutter. That's bad genetics. Then I'm leaving that in. Anything else really going on with you? Like, what's
Not
going on with your
really.
life?
I'm just helping my mom get ready for her Christmas party.
And you all are
Bunch of
baking?
nurses, so hopefully no one dies.
Well, I mean, if somebody dies with a bunch of nurses around, then there's a problem.
They're off duty.
They're playing cards.
Exactly.
I mean, they don't even know how to use a stethoscope.
It is BYOB, so you can bring your own booze.
Your mom's not supplying it?
She's making 2 punches, and then she said something about wine, and then pop.
What kind of wine?
Not the kind you like.
What the hell?
Just telling you what it is.
She'll go to great lengths to make sure that Corey has something to eat, but she won't make sure that I have a good bottle of wine.
That shows up.
Yeah.
I know.
At least I show up. He's not even coming.
I know.
What kind of hors d'oeuvres are there?
We're gonna do some kind of crab cake thing. Some kind of like puff pastry brie thing. Meatballs, like, I don't know, just like random, like snacky foods. She's gonna make a pumpkin spice cake.
Ooh, that'll be good.
Because she asked me red velvet or pumpkin spice, so.
Thanks. Good looking out. I don't like red velvet.
I know. I don't either. I mean, I was more looking out for me.
I finally got my Dragon Quest pre-order.
Yeah.
It came out Friday and I didn't get it till Monday.
I know you went Karen on Square Enix.
I did not. I thought about it, but I didn't.
You want to speak to their manager.
Well, I mean, I thought to myself, if I'm pre-ordering games through you, how are you not getting them here on time? Like, that is the whole purpose of a pre-order.
Right. Honestly, the next big game I want comes out in February. Rebirth.
Ooh, I have that pre-ordered with them, so hopefully I get it on time.
Rude.
I know.
I know. I'm going to get it first on the day it comes out, and then you're going to block me again.
I didn't block you. I just defriended you. So I feel like that sent a well enough message.
I don't know why. It's not my fault I got it early.
I was just bitter.
I know.
I mean, that's just who I am, though. I am a bitter person.
You are.
When I see good things happening for people, I'm like, fuck you.
Right. So I have a coffee advent calendar.
A coffee?
Yeah, coffee. It gives you little K-cups. And you open it up every day.
Are they different flavors?
Yes, today was amaretto. And then yesterday was hazelnut. I had a sugar cookie one and a toasted marshmallow one.
I gotta tell you, I have known you for 20 plus years, and I never thought you were the advent calendar type of person.
I always have had an advent calendar.
Well,
always.
I don't know where I was because I've missed that whole
You're
thing.
a terrible friend.
I'm a terrible uncle, terrible friend. So we'll take a break and we'll come back and we will talk about Housewives of Salt Lake.
I know. Do you have your cream so we can make some butter?
No.
And we are back.
Let's talk Housewives of Salt Lake.
It's so great.
It's been a while since we talked about it, though, so we have a lot to kind of go through. I would like to start with Monica and her mother outside her house.
And she made her walk home.
I couldn't believe it. I wouldn't do that to my mother, but I would do it to someone else.
Someone else's mother.
I mean, I would do it to your mom.
Yeah.
But
do it to you.
Exactly. Fair is fair, ho.
Right?
But like when her mom goes, here's your car back. It's like, are you kidding me? It's her car. That's not a reward to give someone back their car.
No.
God. But then like, it did crack me up where she was like, okay, we'll see you later. And she's like, are you taking me home? No, you can walk home. And my question is how far does her mom live from her?
I don't think that far.
Well, then it's not as bad, but still, like she made her mom walk home. I couldn't believe it. Like, I know that their relationship is not so good, but at the same time, no, you don't do that to your mother.
No. I don't know. I guess it's a respect thing.
It's definitely a respect thing. But I mean, her mom did like make out with a guy while she was sitting in the trunk. Yeah. So I guess.
Did you see she was in Jen Shah's WAP parody video?
With Angie K.
Yes.
I saw
so
that.
Weird.
That is really freaking weird.
The video was weird.
But like, I like that.
How many people's grandparents paid for that video?
Oh, probably at least 100.
Yes.
Because
mine.
Not mine. They're dead. So we talk about death a lot here.
Yeah, we are so cheery.
We are a cheery bunch. But like, that video made me laugh because she keeps saying like, "Oh, Jen and I weren't that close." You're like doing these weird videos with her though. Yes. So like, clearly you guys are more friends than what you were letting on. Maybe
she's just trying to collect information to give to the feds. since she was their informant.
Do you think that she was considered Jen's poor friend?
Maybe.
Because, like...
You saw her house in the news episode.
Yeah. I like that she's, like, more middle class. I like that. Because, like, it's good to have somebody that's not just, like, a rich...
Relatable?
Right. Yes. That's not just, like... rich bitch like Lisa.
Well, you know it's all gonna blow up because something happens.
Oh yeah, because she's suing Heather.
Yes.
Once you sue another castmate, you pretty much just signed your will to like leave the show. Again, right. Another death pun. But they so it cracked me up because her and freaking Lisa, they just keep going at it.
They finally apologized though.
They did, but that's in the newest episode. But yes. Like leading up to it, they just kept fighting, and like I loved when they were fighting during like the sound bath, where it's like.
Did you see on Watch What Happens Live? Had Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman?
Yes, it had me rolling. I thought about sending it to you because I saw it on the TikTok. And funny. But like, what was it? They went to celebrate. It was Pioneer Day, wasn't it?
Yes, Heather had that event for Pioneer Day. And they all had to dress up in bonnets and aprons.
And fucking make butter, which they're just like this the whole time. Yes. And that had me rolling because when Monica was freaking out, I loved that Meredith is like, Monica, what's wrong? And she's just like jacking off the air. I was like, oh, that's freaking great.
Hey, she was just making butter. When she starts something, she finishes it.
Butter wasn't made until her event next week.
Right. You know damn well Heather totally just bought some from the store and brought it.
Oh yeah, she did. That's what I would do. Exactly. But like it had me rolling because then when Heather's like announcing their trip to Bermuda, where are they? Bermuda. She sits there and she's like, okay, Monica, now it's your turn. And she's just like, we're all going to go to hell.
Yes. Well, it's because...
She was so upset that they were all, like, coming at her.
Yeah, because Lisa Barlow's like, I don't want nasty people on my wagon, so I'd throw you off.
Well, it's the Oregon Trail. I would throw her off, too.
I know. I'd die of sepsis.
I'd probably die of dysentery. I ate one wrong thing, and now I'm dead. Or playing the Oregon Trail. Do you remember how people would die just like if they broke a finger or something?
Yes.
It's like, how are you dead?
You're so loud you get killed by wolves.
I would get killed by wolves. But like, I never made it to Oregon on that game.
No, me either.
I always died on the way.
Yep. There's always one of those rest in peace kind of things.
And then, like, it was always like, you can only carry so much buffalo back. And it's like, I killed like 5 buffaloes and I only get like only half of one.
Yeah.
God, I love that game as a kid, though.
I think I broke a computer. I remember one of my backpack or my binder or something fell on the keyboard.
How did you break one of those computers back in the day?
I don't know.
They were freaking huge.
I know, they were cubes. They're like center blocks.
I'd understand it more if you broke like one today because they're like that thin.
Yes.
But like you broke a brick house, Dylan. How did you manage that?
I huff and I puff.
Do you remember when TVs were humongous?
Yes.
God.
And you had to use a CD player to listen to music.
Yes, and then like you had to carry the TV up. We are old. That's fun though, reminiscing. We should do one all about the 90s.
Oh, yes.
That's going to be my suggestion for next time we record. I want to do a set about our childhood and growing up and like things that are no longer in the picture.
Oh my God, are we going to talk about your front door?
We can talk about the front door. Cliffhanger. But back to Real Housewives. But like it had me rolling because when Heather goes, let's announce the trip, and Monica's just like, we're all going to die. It's like, what is going on?
It's because they were all like yelling at her, blaming her,
and like
it was. I mean, I would fight back too if someone said I was mad. Well, I don't know if I'd fight back.
You would definitely argue back.
Exactly.
But
I'd say something.
You know, Lisa said that knowing she was going to get a reaction out of her.
Exactly, and they were doing the same thing.
Back and forth. That's all they've done is they just keep going after each other.
Old and ugly.
Which I don't agree with. Leave Lisa alone. Granted, she wouldn't dress up in drag because she like had a freak out because she's like, this is my look.
Natural.
Oh please, there's nothing natural about that broad. But now that we're at the trip, like
we didn't get it's
oh yeah, Meredith's event. That was nuts. I felt bad that Whitney's friend died like right before. Like that was terrible. And I everybody mourns differently. I'm going to preface it with that.
Exactly. I mean, I'm awkward. I sit there when you're sitting there crying. I don't know what to do. I just give thumbs up.
Like she sits there and Whitney's like, my friend would have wanted me to go to this event, but I don't want to take any focus away from the event. And she's crying the whole time
because Lisa didn't go to her directly. She went to Heather.
And like, because I think Lisa and I mourn similarly. We don't want to talk about death at all.
You just like get Taco Bell.
I want to get Taco Bell and I want to avoid it. Like even when my dad died, like when I finally left the house, I don't want to talk about it. I want to go about my day. I want to keep smiling, fighting through. I don't want you to come up to me and be like, I'm so sorry that so-and-so has passed. No, I'm good. Yeah. Like, please go away. I don't want to cry.
Exactly. You don't want that inner monologue.
Right. So, like, when she was freaking out because Lisa didn't go up to her first, I think it all should have ended the moment Lisa was like, Whitney, I have thought of you. I have flowers headed to your house. Like, it's like, I think that should have been the end of it. So clearly Lisa was thinking of her. And she talked about how they were texting each other back and forth about it. So, like, if you know that she's been texting you about it, maybe she really does think, like, she doesn't want to discuss it at this event.
Exactly.
Like, I wouldn't want to discuss it.
She wanted to. She wanted to ruin
She wanted everyone to talk to her about it.
Yes.
And again,
she was like a Penelope.
She was. Everybody mourns differently, but come on. Like,
but at least Monica and Lisa made up.
Monica and Lisa made up. Did they make up at the event?
Yes, because Monica apologized.
That event, like,
it was so stupid.
I'm just gonna say it. I hated the jewelry.
But you hate Meredith.
I don't hate her. I think she's boring.
But she almost died in a car wreck.
The best thing, every cast member has said that car wreck was like nothing.
It was nothing. It was an inch of powdered snow that she slid into a snowbank going like 3 miles per hour.
I will say that there are 2 great moments from Meredith. We'll talk about one later. But the best moment was her at that dinner where she's like, you can leave! And she went up to the waiter like he was the security guard to ask him to make her leave.
Can you make her leave? No, but I can get you some more water.
Right. And then, like, it cracked me up when her and Lisa were talking and she's like, does she want to go there? We can talk about the rumors. Like, I don't get, like, how do you say rumors like that? But it had me rolling.
She has the weirdest accent.
She does. Like, she's up there with Dorrit with her terrible accent. But, like, I just think that she's boring. But like after her event when they were all like packing up to go to Bermuda, I just want to mention that Brooks was giving me Sutton when he was like rubbing that thing on his face the whole time, and she's just like, does this look okay? And he's like,
he was just getting prepared for Angie K's husband.
Allegedly. I do think that's a very good theory. That's how the rumors started, was that I forgot his name. Brooks met Angie K's husband on Grindr.
Could be.
Which speaking of Grindr, I didn't even know that there were like 4 different gay like hookup apps now.
Yeah.
I learned that at the EV show. Well, it's because I don't have to use them. That's the joy of marriage. Like, now I don't have to try. It's already at home.
I know you're expanding.
You're a good friend. You know, I don't care what everybody else says. God. Back to Housewives. But, like, none of them want, like, when they were getting on the plane, like...
Oh my God, and then Whitney is insinuating Meredith is a pillhead?
Yeah, Yeah, though they didn't do her any justice when they
accidentally took 2.
But you could tell that like she really wasn't feeling well.
Exactly.
Especially when somebody's like, I'm freezing. Like she
turned the heat up and Heather's like, no,
she's not in charge of this trip. And it's like she is visibly shivering. So like you should have turned the heat up. You could tell she was sick. I'm not a doctor.
Be another case like in Ultimate Girls Trip, she's gonna be laying on the floor in Thailand.
Yes, I actually felt for her there because I'm like, you could tell that this woman is visibly ill and you won't let her have more heat. So thank God for Monaco having a blanket and she's like, here you go. And then they're making fun of her saying that she looks like Obi-Wan. Well, she's just like,
yes. So they get to the new house.
They get to the house, and it's a beautiful house.
Yeah, they each have their own room.
Like, if I wasn't scared to be in Bermuda, I would want to stay there.
Why are you scared to go to Bermuda? I bet it'd be pretty.
It would be pretty, but, like, I think of those movies, like, not Taken, Snatched, with, like, Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn. If you're not on a resort, you're dead.
But you're not a lovable comedian like she is. You would die.
But they would kill me for other reasons.
Yes.
They'd be like, he needs to shut up.
Exactly.
I'd be like, I'm only giving you 1 star. This is a terrible, terrible time.
Where's my Uber?
Why am I black bagged in the back of this van? 1 star.
There's no water. Where's my complimentary water and nuts?
I need it to be Aquafina, though, because if it's not, then I can't drink the water here because I will get sick.
What is the Uber? Is it Uber Platinum?
Uber Platinum? I don't know. I was definitely like DoorDash Platinum, but not Uber Platinum.
But yeah, so they all get their own rooms.
Yes. And Meredith, all she asked for was a bathtub. I don't think that's a big ask.
Exactly, especially since that was her brand starting like 2 years ago.
And again, she is ill.
Exactly.
So like all of them got a room with a bathtub but her, which is total BS.
Yes.
And then none of them would give up their room, which she started raging over the bathtub, which I think is a bit far.
So when they were doing like the previews and you saw her with the IV and like dying in the bed, I totally didn't imagine it was because she didn't have a bathtub. but I should have.
She was sick, Dylan. It wasn't just the bathtub.
I bet it was the bathtub.
No bathtub, so you're instantly dying.
Yes.
But, like, I felt for her, and I really thought that one of them would be kind enough to give up their room. I know. It's like, I'm sorry, but if... It doesn't matter who it is, because all of those rooms are beautiful. Mm-hmm. If somebody was like throwing a fit because they wanted a bathtub, I'd be like, just take my room.
Exactly.
Because it's not a big deal.
Listen to a bitch.
Right. And you're not even going to be at that house that often anyway, because they're constantly out and about. So
you know how shady it was? They all go to the rum tasting and Whitney's late because she's in the bathtub.
Oh, that was shady. It made me laugh though, because they were, or what was it? Because Heather was like, "There's no time for a bath," and it shows Whitney just relaxing in the tub, and it's like, you ladies are real assholes. Mm-hmm. But that's also why they are housewives, because they are jerks and they only think of themselves. Don't tell Lisa that, though, because she will freak out.
Well, you know, I'll just text her. God.
I mean, you could DM her and she might read it. Who knows? Back to the bathtub debacle. They should have just gave her a bathtub.
They should have.
But like,
they didn't. And Monica was even like, I really like her. I really feel for her, but I'm not giving up my room.
Right. It is not hard to just give up a room. Well, honestly, apparently it is.
Angie K should have.
I don't know why Angie K is there. I'm not a fan. I know, but I'm not a fan of hers.
Allegedly, she's in the mafia.
Oh, that cracked me up. Do you think that's what the blow up is next episode? At least that's how it looked like in the preview.
Not really, because they like... Oh, maybe it is. Because they didn't talk about it this episode, did they?
Right. All they did was they brought it up, and that was the end of it. But
they were sitting there, like, toasting and shit. So they were friendly.
Oh, it made me laugh, though, at that freaking dinner when freaking Whitney is upset because Heather is friends with Lisa now.
Yes.
And then she's like, I'm not jealous. I just wish Lisa would talk to me first. It's like, what the hell?
Whitney's telling Heather that Lisa is like, Whitney is like a messiah for
and she makes Lisa a better person. Yes. It's like, what the hell?
I mean, I go around telling people I make you a better person.
You make me a worse person, because a lot of times when I'm like, I want to take the high road here, you're like, no, bitch, you need to go low.
I'm short and stubby. I always have to take the low road.
But it cracked me up when they were sitting there yelling back and forth. And then what was it? Whitney was like, shut the fuck up, Heather.
And Heather got pissed and went all Hulk on.
I would be mad too, though. Like, because...
And Whitney's like, for what?
Yeah, she's like, all I said was shut the fuck up. And it's like, you're having an argument with Lisa involving Heather because you can't handle that those two are friends now as well, which takes us back to when Heather couldn't stand that Lisa and Whitney were friends. And now, why don't they just become like a threesome of fun, like
because
friends?
Whitney and Heather hate each other still.
I don't understand why they hate each other.
I don't either.
Because
they're cousins.
I mean, they are cousins, but like it did crack me up when it went down to Meredith and Angie, and they're like,
"Hey, at least it ain't us."
Yeah, at least it ain't us this time. It's these other broads. Cheers. I laughed at that. I was like, "That's a freaking good moment."
Like I still can't get over Meredith laying in bed with an IV in her arm and glam painting her face, and she's like, "The least they could have done is give me a bathtub." I can't.
Yes.
I believe it wasn't because she was sick. It's because she was bad.
And then it cracked me up because Heather's like, I want to know what was in that IV. She's like, because I think I need it.
She had a second wind.
She did get a second wind. I just love how you described that. They could have given me a bathtub.
That's what she said.
I know that's what she said. But
you know who I miss? Mary. She's not on the trip.
I know. I love Mary this season.
I know. I have to say, I'm surprised.
And then, like, she only recorded, she said, for an hour at the reunion, which I know she's, like, just a friend of.
Exactly.
But I want more Mary. I can even look past that she's married.
Her grandpa.
I was going to say, I can even look past the fact that she's married to her grandpa. I want more Mary in my life right now because she's so much fun.
Like, I don't want to, like, see her, like, do her cult shit.
No.
With her husband, granddaddy.
I don't want to see that either.
I want to see her sit there and call Heather inbred.
And I want to see her be the shady friend.
Yes.
That's what I want. Would it be
go to McDonald's?
Would it be and then judge other people on how they eat?
I know.
Would it be too much to ask that she become full time, but all we see is her on trips?
Yes.
God, I feel like that's not too much of an ask.
I don't know if I hope they would bring her back, but I don't know if they will.
I hope that they do, because we need her, because Jen's still in jail. If she ever gets out...
You know what?
I want her to come back.
Jen not being on the show.
Well, I mean, now we have Monica starting all of the fights.
I don't know if Monica's coming back, though.
Well, again, she sued everybody, so, like...
I know.
She's probably not coming back.
Especially if the whole cast refuses to film with her.
Right. I mean,
it'd just be a show about her and Mary.
It'd be like this. If you sued me, I don't think that I'd invite you back. I'd have to find a new friend.
I'll just crash on Thanksgiving.
Because you have nowhere else to go.
Oh, my gosh.
Gosh. But this season of Salt Lake, I think this is their best season.
It really
honestly.
is.
Like, I'm always on the edge of my seat waiting to see what happens next.
Peak and like
next season be terrible.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we will be back to talk more random stuff.
Random stuff and final thoughts.
Oh, my shoe untied.
Make yourself comfortable. God, look at you.
What?
Looking like the Blob and shit.
Fuck off. I can't help I'm robust.
You were born thick.
No, actually, I was born malnourished. I looked like the alien coming out.
That's probably one of my favorite jokes that you make. Is that you just burst out of your mom like the alien. Anyway, we are back.
Welcome back to the party.
Welcome back.
So random stuff.
Random stuff to close on. 1,000 Pound Sisters is coming back.
Oh, nice. Your first acting gig?
I want you to watch that because I think that something that we could do, which would be a lot of fun, and I think that the subscribers.
Say that you want us to just become growers and feeders and get super fat and become the 1,000 Pound Sisters.
No, that's a different show. That's called 1,000 Pound Friends. That's an actual show too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's 3 ladies that are, we'll say, voluptuous. And their weight totals over 1,000 pounds. But 1,000 Pound Sisters is coming back, and I think that it'd be fun, and subscribers might enjoy it too if you watch it and we talk about like first season, second season, and like your thoughts on it. Because you've never watched it.
I've never watched
it. And I see a lot of people do fun things like that where like they watch something older and they discuss like their thoughts on it. And I think that you would be a lot of fun to talk 1,000 Pound Sisters with.
I think I would have so many jokes.
Exactly. One of my favorite moments on that show ever is when they are like they have to go to the junkyard to weigh themselves.
Oh.
It's not like it is an awe moment, but it just made me laugh. But like I need you to watch it because you need to see where Tammy's like her husband who passed away ex-husband, and then he passed away. Mm-hmm. He like got this restraining order against her when she was at this rehab facility, and he said that she was stalking him and stuff, which is probably going to be on this season, which is why I need you to get caught up. But the thing is that he said that it was her being the stalker, but yet he found out which rehab facility she was at to lose weight, went there, and purposely was interacting with her to try to like fall in love with her.
Okay.
He's the stalker.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I think it comes back next week, I think.
Okay.
So I would like you to start watching 1,000 Pound Sisters.
Okay. Below Deck is good.
I've never watched that.
You should try it.
I'll try that if you do 1,000 Pound Sisters.
Sure thing.
I can do that.
But you have to watch all of the Below Decks. Because there's Below Deck, Below Deck Med, Below Deck Sailing Yacht. I won't make you do Adventure because I never watched Adventure.
Can I just start on like the newest one?
I mean, some of the older ones are better, but the newest one's not bad.
But God, there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, it's December. The holidays are coming.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready for them to be over.
Get your booze ready. Sit there and drink.
Yep.
That's how I get through it sometimes. Yeah. Anything else that you want to talk about before we...
I think I'm good.
You don't want to say anything?
No.
Not even like an apology?
For what? For being your friend?
No, that you came in my house today and you said hi to Corey first.
No, I didn't. But I did say hi to him. He didn't say hi back.
I was trying to do a reference to Whitney and Lisa, so thanks for going along, asshole.
It's okay. I'm going to go home and get my bathtub.
With that, like and subscribe to Humble Narcissists. Have a good week, and we'll be back next week.
Yeah.